Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Made it. It's Friday. It's good. Only thing that could be better than a Friday is a 3-day weekend, but we don't have that. So, just gotta settle for just Friday. So, it is what it is. But I have done some progress between yesterday and today. Surprise, surprise. I know. Surprise, surprise. Starting with the fact that I have, let's see if I can trigger it. Let's see if I can trigger it. Trigger it. There it is. Well, he seems bigger and redder. Hello, guts. Welcome in. So, yeah, that guy has a 25% chance, and all enemies now have a 25% chance to become elite mobs. Yay! I'm doing well, good guts. How are you doing? How are you today? So the elite mobs, they have, they give 1.5 times more experience. They have twice as much health. And they do 50% more damage. Is it 50% or 25% more damage? I don't remember. They do more damage. I think it's 50% more damage. So more damage, more health, and more experience, of course, because of it. And 25 chance for any one of them to become elite. And they become red, or reddish tinted, and larger. So right, because obviously that is the normal one. That is the elite one. So yeah. Took care of that. What else did I do? I did something else. I also added, I added patrols. I redid the damage system. Rephrase that. I made it the way I wanted to originally. So my damage calculation. If we get combined damage. So now I have the additional damage section, the more damage section, and then the combined output. Yeah, elite is 1.5 damage for now. So all of the additional, in quotes, damage gets combined, and all the more damage gets combined, and then it gets multiplied all at the end. More should stack. Right now, I only have one that's more damage, so I'll probably change this to be every single more is multiplied together. So if whatever says more, it'll just keep saying more, right? It'll be multiply, multiply, multiply. But additional is always stacking. Yeah, this will change. But we only have one more, which is the damage boost, which is 10% more damage. So yeah, we did that. And I also set up patrols. Now, most times patrols aren't going to really matter. But if I come here and I just drop myself down here, you can see down there, they're now walking. They're kind of going to their patrol. This guy's going to come up here because his patrol is kind of going up and down. One of them is going down the stairs. Yep, hi. But you can see they are now patrolling. So, yep. That's all working. Dear God, did you see that one at the back? The eye? It was spazzing. Okay, that's one thing that the 2D sprites have a problem with right now, is they spaz out sometimes, depending on how they move. And so it looked like he had two eyes, and that was creepy as hell. You probably rewind that on YouTube. See that? Oh, here it comes again. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Jeez. But yeah, so each level now has like a patrol. And I basically placed in some patrol paths. You can see there's a patrol paths, some patrol paths here. And yeah, they just go on the patrol, and the way I set it up is when it spawns the mobs, it checks within a certain radius. Is there a patrol there? If there is, assign it. And then remove it from being assigned again. And then go to the next mob. And when it spawns it, is there another patrol path within its radius? So basically, I'll never, like, for example, if I had a mob here, it will never try to start a patrol path here. It'll only check patrol paths around here, so it'll go there, and then it'll start moving, right? So, just to give it a little more life, even though patrol paths aren't really going to matter much, it's just so they're not all just standing there. I think that helps. So, yeah, did that today. But let's go to our favorite level here. And let's do some more. Oh, abilities. Speaking of abilities, actually, I made some more power-ups. Oh, I wrote down some more power-ups. Made is the wrong word. I wrote down some more power-ups. Namely, damage increase on every consecutive hit. So this is more important on melee, but technically will work on both. So if I hit something, then great, it increases. If I don't, then it doesn't. Because it'll be hard to consecutively hit something with a projectile, because especially if you do multiple projectiles, because some of those are going to miss. So it's going to keep resetting. It's not going to do much for you. But for melee, it's going to be a little bit easier. Also, glass cannon. Double damage dealt and taken, right? Classic. I also have these. I don't think I did this last time. I think I did this between. I have more melee power-ups. So we have the air blade right now. Cleave we already set up. Melee multi-hit. I can remove this. I want to do like an AoE around the character when he hits, like an earthquake. Which is like an effect. Which this is technically the same thing. 360 degree just melee attack. So when you melee attack, it just hits everyone around you, not just in front of you. Guaranteed crit every X hits. Honestly, this is not really This is for melee because projectiles, when you have multiple projectiles. You know what? I'll put this in the group thing. Instead of every X hits, every X attacks. And then it can be for everything. Then we have debuff enemies hit by melee specifically. Pull enemies towards self on hit. I basically had that before, but I just moved it to the melee specific one. So when you hit someone, like all enemies will just keep going towards you, like pull you in. 360 melee attacks. These are like the melee specific power-ups. Range specific power-ups are piercing shots, spectral shots, ricochets, and homing. I know why it says seeking. Homing. Right. And then I was thinking of some shapeshifter specific ones. Namely, I'm probably going to make it so it's not a 100% chance to transform into the next mob killed. So in that case, I'll make it so there's an additional or subtractive chance of what's it called? Getting that. So let's say you start a 50% chance of killing a mob to become that mob. Maybe you can get a 20% extra chance or 20% decreased chance. So obviously 20% more chance would make it so you keep swapping mobs more. So if you have a shitty mob, you'll have a higher chance of getting a good one. But you can always go with the less one, and then you'll be like, if you get a good mob, you'll be like, okay, well, I'm sticking with it for a little while, so potentially. And elite, become an elite version of the mob, so you'll also get the damage boost, the health boost, probably not all of it, but you'll become bigger, you'll become the tinted version or whatever, potentially. So yeah, that could be cool. And yeah, so that's the stuff. But we now have projectiles, so we can start doing a lot of these effects now that were specifically for needed some kind of projectile system. So let's do that. Let's do these projectile power-ups. Some of these still need other things. Others can be done, potentially. I have a counter. I don't know how I feel about this one. Did you make some for projectile? I remember you were saying on stream you're going to be only for projectiles, but I don't know what. Did you make some for? What do you mean? This is the projectile. This is the projectile only. These are the melee only. These are the shapeshifter only. Or are you talking about something else? Where's the thing I was looking at? This one. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. These are the power-ups. These are the all global power-ups. These are the weapon-specific power-ups. Yep. Unless referring to something else. In that case, I'm not getting it. But I do have this one, and I don't know. I mean, I called it, so it didn't happen. I don't know what didn't happen, so I'm confused. But I guess not. Whatever it is, I guess it didn't happen. I have no idea. So I have a counterattack. I don't know if it's a terrible name for it, but whenever hit, spawn a projectile that homes on the enemy that hit you. I kind of like that, and it would work with the other like multiple projectile ones. So probably keep it. Probably. Also, holy crap! It feels so hot right now in this room, even though it's only gone up like 3 degrees. That's because sun. Goddamn sun. Okay, but let's start doing some stuff. I need to figure out how to do all of this stuff with the projectiles. 17 Celsius? Well, lucky you. What is it here? F2C. It's 23 here. I'm dying. I like it under 20. That's bearable. Anything above 20, I'm like, I hate it. If I could have it, I'd be like, give me 10. You know, I'd be like, okay, cool. We're in a good place. Celsius, I'm talking about. Obviously. Okay. Let's start with piercing. Range attacks can pierce through enemies. This is going to be a tough one to do. This is going to be a tough one to do because right now, if I take a projectile, it's... I don't know why I disappear for a moment when this happens. Right? When it hits, it stops. So I need to make it so it doesn't. I also need to make it so I can push the information through to it. On another stream, I said at the beginning of the stream that the day would be just for projectiles, power-ups. That the day would be just for projectile power-ups. Oh, I'm doing projectile power-ups right now. I mean, I never say specifically that I am definitely going to do something. That doesn't sound like me. I usually say I'll probably, and then say something. But I never usually say I will definitely 100%. I'm doing this, because that's usually not like me. I tend to say like maybe, probably, possibly. Because I can't guarantee it. Probably not gonna do just projectiles. Right now I'm gonna do projectiles, but down the stream I'm probably gonna, you know, pivot to something else as well. That's fine. I mean, that's fine. I mean, again, I could have said it, but if I did, then yeah, I just misspoke. That's fine. Again. Usually I say probably or possibly or, you know, something like that. Because, well, I can never know for sure. Okay, so we have the Oni actor. So we already have access to... we have access to the gameplay tags then. So let's do this here, right? On hit effect, delay this, destroy actor on hit. We can change. So let's get the owning actor. Get gameplay tags. Hashtag. And we need to get a new tag. Character dot player dot ability. These are what are they called? Piercing shots. My brain's not functioning today. Not at all. Yeah, piercing shots. Add. So we need to just see if we don't have this. Have this tag. As long as we don't have this tag, then we do this delay and then we destroy it. You have good memory sometimes, other times water boiling for 2 hours. I don't think there's any water left after that long. I think that water probably boiled in like 30 minutes and then no more water. Oh yeah, Before I continue, you guys want to see the PCG thing I made the community post about? I figured out how to get access to... I'm not going to show how it's done. That'll be for the video. But I can show the demo of... I can get access to the PCG points in the blueprint and know where they are and whatever else I want with them. Sort of. Not sort of. I can. And I even know which point is which. So I can show that if you guys want to see. As a little sneak peek. Let's reroute this. So let's make that ability. Add piercing shots. Projectiles go through enemies. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. And let's make the icon. Yes. Piercing shots. Source location. Piercing shots. Beautiful. Okay. So this will get us the piercing shots. I mean, so right now, right, it stops there. Did I miss? Ah. Okay. So that's a problem. So I probably need to change it from on hit to overlap. Because now... Yeah, so that's a problem. The fact that it stops now. Okay. Let's change how the projectiles work. So right now we're doing component hit. We probably need to now do a overlap, and then we can check what is overlapping. Or we can stick with static will stay on block. Pawn will be overlap. This can all be block. Pawn will be overlap. Which means I don't need to do this here. This should now go through that character. Let's just double check. I don't even need to do anything here. Just... Yeah. And he won't be touched. Okay. Okay, so now this on-hit effect. I can just do this. You. Uncompleted distractor. And we're not even doing any of this then. We're not doing... Put this back. We're just not doing any of this. We're doing the spawn emitter location. We're doing this, but we're not doing all of this. So I'm just going to take this. Duplicate it down here. Obviously, this is wrong. We need a begin overlap. And then the hit one. We don't do, we still do a multi-trace. No, we still do this multi-trace. We still do this. We still do that. We don't need to do this check. This is, so if it hits like the wall and the enemy is right next to the wall and there's the AoE hit, right? It still takes damage from it. So if I position you next to the wall, yeah, so he took damage even though technically I cannot hit him. He'll just go right through him. So he took damage there from the AoE of it hitting the wall. So great. So that still works. Now here, on component begin overlap. Let me just check the collisions. It's overlapping projectiles. I can ignore projectiles. Yeah, just ignore projectiles. We'll make it overlap if I need it. In which case, I don't need this check. I don't think I need this check. Just confirm. Perfect. Looking good. Oh, sorry. I meant to check the grader specifically. Make sure that still works. Because that was why I was originally putting that in. Grader. Perfect. Looking good. Okay. So. Now, on component begin overlap. It's pretty much going to do the same things. I could probably just have it go up here and reuse that. Ooh, that's an idea. On component begin overlap, if I don't have piercing shots, come here and do all of that. Ooh, why? Okay, why is the... It's like that because, right, the hit result I'm getting here. Ooh. I need to tell it to either take from here or here specifically when this when it goes from here. So what I can do is say something like overlap. So when this triggers, overlap is true. When this triggers, overlap is false. default, it's false. That doesn't matter where the default is. And then here we can do a select based on the overlap. So if it is overlapping, it's taking this one. And if it's not overlapping, it's taking this one. Aha! Perfect. Okay. Look at that. So now we need to say, okay, if this is now, if we do have this. Okay, so we don't, let's not do any of this. If we do have this, we don't do this. Or do we do that in either way? And then here I can just change it. You know what? We might do that either way. So we might do this. Don't do this check here. In both cases, it does it, but it depends on which one it is. But then here, check if it is...
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay, let's give it a moment. So here we're going to be checking if destroyed or not based on the gameplay tag as well as whether or not it was an overlap. Because obviously if it was a hit, we would still want to all work without issue. Awesome, awesome. What is the magic liquid of the day? Good old liquid ammonia today. You know? Normal stuff. Just liquid ammonia. Can't prove me wrong. So, yeah, liquid ammonia it is. Delicious ammonia. That's the way it should be. Oh my god. It's so bright. So bright and so hot. I hate it. Matching yesterday's Bleach vibe? Is ammonia not what I'm thinking of? Yeah, ammonia is the stinky gas, right? I mean, this is just the liquid form of it. Isn't that what ammonia is? Or is ammonia a cleaning thing? I thought ammonia was the opposite of yesterday's vibe. Unless I'm misremembering what ammonia is. Anyway, ads are over, so let's take care of this. So we're checking if it is an overlap and sorry, if it's not an overlap. It's this. Is it an overlap and do I have this thing? And we do this top only if it is not that. Is bleach a gas? I don't think bleach is a gas, though. I mean, isn't bleach like the cleaning detergent thing? Or maybe I'm wrong. Tell me, you mix it with water. You can have liquid bleach, and you can have like solid bleach. But I don't think it's a gas, is it? I don't know enough. I don't know enough. Clearly. Yeah, based on chlorine. Yeah, don't come to me for your chemistry lessons, that's for sure. I took chemistry in 10th grade. It's been a while. It has been a while. Okay, let's test this. So if I grab you. So right now, it stops right at him by default. That is correct. And now I'm going to pick this up. And then I'm going to give myself piercing shots. Come on, come here. Okay, I see the problem. This is not doing, it's not doing a do once. Oh no, I think he was against the wall. So it hit him and then it hit through the wall. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. That's what happened. Interesting. Okay, so if they're next to the wall... Yeah, so it still does damage and it continues on. Obviously, if he's next to the wall, it's going to explode and do damage AoE there, which is fine. Do we want it to do damage if... I mean, we still want it to do damage if it's against the wall. If he's like right up against the wall, that's fine. What I probably want to do is reduce the radius for the projectile specifically. A very small radius, so it only hits one guy. That looks good. Awesome, so that was pretty simple actually. A little bit of a rework there, but we now have piercing projectiles. Okay. Clean this up a little bit. Yes, I can. So a little bit of cleanup here. Okay. Easy peasy, exactly. It'd be even better if, you know, I wasn't blinded during this. It'd be, just be cheap. Okay. So, piercing shots Done. Spectral shots. Projectiles go through some walls. Okay. So we can probably do that based on a tag. So let's give this thing a tag. So, spectral. Corrosion is a vampire named Shirley? Based on what? I don't know what you're talking about. Just because I hate the sun? No. Maybe I'm a vampire, but the name? I don't think so. No, no, that's ridiculous. The name is completely normal and non-vampiric. In the slightest. I'm slowly back away just a little bit more from the sun. Give it an hour. It'll hide itself. Okay, so we need to, on hit, we need to check if this has a tag. Made it all straight and nice, and now I'm going to destroy it. Has tag? Actor has tag? Spectral. No. I'll just do none. Just for testing purposes. To the guy who fights the sun every day. Damn straight. You bet I do. Okay. I also need to... Okay. Okay, so let's do... Actor does not have the tag. So if it has the tag, it's going to go in false. Okay, let's do... Only actor. Do this, and we're gonna check if I have a new ability. This is spectral shots. Add. Do I need to check it always? I don't think I need to check it always. I can just remember when it spawns. Spectral shot. So if it's not this, if I don't have spectral shot, it should do this. Yeah. If I do have spectral shot, then check check whether it has this tag. If it doesn't, it continues. as normal. If it does, we don't do anything. It doesn't do any of this stuff. I keep moving slightly further back, and I hate it. Move my keyboard towards me. I need to put up the bigger blinds, but again, I want to keep the view. I hate it. And you see, it was fine I was streaming for how long? It's now, I was streaming for like half an hour before, it started doing this, and I was gonna do this for like an hour. I'll survive. Also, based on whether or not I have this, so if spectral shot is true, we need to turn off set collision response to channel. Oh, we need to change we need to change static meshes to be overlap, not block. Hold on. I think we still need this. Static overlap. Ignore. No. This stays overlap. This stays overlap. This is irrelevant. World static overlap. And world dynamic overlap. No, it's world static overlap. Which means it's gonna go through here. Okay. Okay, so we can do the check here then. This is gonna go back to how it was. But here we check mark it as overlap from the beginning. That doesn't matter. So, does the actor have this tag? But first, check if it's a spectral shot. Hey, ZZ, welcome in. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Hello to you too. This might not work the way I want because here we're checking for overlap and piercing shots. And which means I shouldn't mark this as overlap yet. Also, once it gets through this, it should reset overlap, honestly. False. No, it doesn't matter. Because then it's already triggered through. If it is not a spectral shot, then it just continues here. Pretty sure. It just continues as normal. If it is a spectral shot, it checks if it has this tag. If it doesn't, it continues as normal. Not Boolean. Continue as normal. If it does have this, so if it is a spectral shot and it does have the tag spectral, it doesn't do anything. I think that's right. Let's just make sure that everything is still working correctly. So that's working. Piercing. Yep, that pierced. Okay. So that's all working. Great. Let's add spectral shots then. Spectral shots. Projectiles go through they go through objects inside of the room, not the room walls themselves. Projectiles go through interior walls. Interior room walls. That's probably going to be a little too vague. Figure out better phrasing for it later. And this is spectral shots. Spectral shots, safe. And where is the, yep, here you are, Soul Cypher spectral shots. Yeah, some of them have the same icon. That's fine. Okay, so this now gives a spectral shot. So let's test it. So if I come here, and I test everything together. Spectral shots. There's no space there. I'll add a space in. So if I have spectral shots, oh, it went through. Fantastic. It should not go through you. Perfect. And if I do piercing shots, it should go through you, and it did. And it should go through you, and it did. Not go it went through that one. Why did it go through that one? It should not have gone through that one. Okay. Okay, the sun has gone into hiding a little bit. I can move back into position. You can say they travel through soft materials, and say soft materials are like wood and destructible blocks, and hard materials like wall. Well, see, no, I want them to go through. I'm gonna have like maybe concrete or marble pillars in the middle of the level, and they should go through them. They go through everything, or they go through inanimate objects that aren't the bounds or the exterior walls of the level. Room, objects. Maybe that. Interior room objects. Or just go through room objects. Yeah. Projectiles. Yeah, I'll just phase through. Not go through. That's better. Phase through room objects. Or just objects. Not even a room object. Just phase through objects. Yeah. You're right. That sounds a lot better. Well, let's see what's going on here. It's not you. So if I get projectile shot, spectral shot to be true, it'll go here. It should end up here. Why is it not ending up here? False. True. Wait, what? It's not doing either. Because I don't have spectral shots yet. So I don't have spectral shots, so it's going here. But there's nothing that's telling it to stop. Right, it goes through here, but nothing tells it to stop. It should go through. It should end up here. Why doesn't it end up here? It doesn't, even though it doesn't tell it to stop. It should. Wait, did I do something real stupid? Let me just remove these knots and just do it the proper way. If I have spectral shot, it checks this. If I don't, it continues on. If I have spectral shot, it checks if the... I can do both of these in one go. Do I have spectral shot, and does the actor have this? In which case I can do a not. So now did I do something really dumb? Oh, it's a dynamic. I'm checking only world static and it is a dynamic. Is that the problem? Yeah, it's a world dynamic. Well, then it should have gone through here. I'm confused. No, this is a static object. Box collision. has world static on overlap. Does it not trigger overlap events on static meshes? Static doesn't affect the object collision, I don't think. But it's not even triggering overlap events with it. That's the thing that... Yeah, it just doesn't trigger overlap events. The static stationary dynamic part? Yeah, that doesn't affect... you're talking about movable? Yeah, this is just... Yeah, this doesn't affect... Oh, this affects world static word... Oh, no, you're right, because it's just the object type is... Right. Yeah. And my object type is a projectile, but by default, it is blocking projectiles, so that's fine.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah, it just doesn't want to do overlap events with static objects. Hit events work. And it's ads time. Hit events work, but overlap events don't. Okay. Also, the sun is back. Going hiding. I don't know why the overlap events don't work on world static, but... Here it says block, but that shouldn't matter. This is not what's... Oh, is it needs to... Does this need to have over... Is this needs to be the one that has overlap? Custom. Overlap. I think maybe I got it reversed. No. Do I not? I'm not doing a print string? I'm not doing a print string. No. Doesn't matter. Doesn't generate anything. Okay, ads are done. But yeah, on begin overlap, whether or not the projectile or the wall being a world static overlap, well, this one would need to be world static. This needs to overlap projectile. So that's on me on that one actually. But still, it's still not generating the events. Why? Okay. Oh, geez, I need to... Oh, god damn that checkbox. That is the checkbox. Why is that not on by default? Yeah, we went through this before. Oh, look at that. Wait. Oh no, I just put I put it under block. Hold on. Overlap. Put it back into no, that wasn't the proper test. Hold on. Oh. Right, so So what is this shit? So I need to go onto every single object and turn on generate overlap events now for it? You thought the issue was with game time? No. Can I set that as a general, like... That's annoying as hell. I don't want to do that. So we gotta find a different way. I don't want to generate overlap events for every single static mesh in the entire world. That would be insanity. That would be outright insanity. It is generating overlap events, if that's what you're thinking. I don't want to turn this on for everything. That would be a pain in the butt. Because literally I have to turn it on for everything. Literally everything, because, right, anything in the level is going to need to have this. So I can't do that. I can't do overlap then. Okay, fine. If it is a block, yeah, I tried overlap. It didn't work. It's currently set to block. On a static mesh, it is set to, everything is set to block. It's block all. So it should have hit the wall and triggered the on hit, but it goes through. It doesn't matter because this arrow is set to, yeah. Unless I set it to overlap here, then it doesn't matter. So okay. So the problem is, and the reason we were doing this is, so let's put this back. Here. If it is not a spectral shot, it'll just do this once. If it is a spectral shot, I can do this. And tell it to not to explode. Collision debugger. Yeah, I gotta learn all the debugger stuff. I gotta learn all the debugger stuff. Okay, but this time I should have gone here. So you know what we can do? We can have it go through all of this. Oh no, I still need to do this because it needs to not do the do once. If it goes to false, I have an idea. I have an idea. Yeah, so now it goes under false. So when it goes through this one, I then need to just not destroy it again. So if it's this, if it's not this, and I could store this as a variable. I don't want to store it as a variable because it will. Wait. This checks the overlap. Not Boolean, so it's not overlap. It's also not a one of these. I'll clean it up. But is that right? Did I do it right? Okay, that's fine. So it still stops it. That's the problem. It still stops it. Yeah. The problem, right, is we have to turn it on for all actors then that have it. I can bulk edit them all to have it. It's not the end of the world. It just seems so backwards. Set this back to overlap. So what I can do, right, and then this would need to simulate overlap events. I mean, it works. This gets us what we want. The one problem is if I miss something, it'll just go through. This is an object that I just forgot to turn on the overlap on. Right. This is one I turned it on. Yeah, so that's all working correct. Okay. Like again, like I can just do this, bulk edit multiple. I think there's a way to do it, like generate overlap events only has to do with handling the events and the actual overlapping checks. Yeah. fine. It works now. It just means that for this to work the way I want, if I load up, let's say, this one, right? Oh, hold on. Do I first? Yeah, yes, I got projectiles. Nice. So if I did spectral piercing, right? It's gonna go through everything. Everything in the entire level. So I literally have to put it on every single thing. So how do we make it to have a hit effect, but not have it stop the projectile? That's what we need. That's what I'm referring to. You shouldn't need to enable collision every... Yeah, that's bonkers. Yeah. So, right, the problem is if we do the hit effect, it stops the projectile because it's blocked, and so it stops it. Is there a setting here that I can turn on that doesn't stop it from moving? I don't think there is. Because basically what happens, right, is if I was to just turn this off, and then set this back to block for demonstration. Right, we get that. Where it stops. Which makes sense because it's set to block. So hold on, what about this? What if we use that? What if we use that to our advantage? Hold on. Do I have a good idea? Let's find out. This back here. So if it's not a spectral shot, it does everything as normal. If it is a spectral shot and it has this, well, no, I oh, maybe. Hold on. I'm. This might work. This might not. We'll try this. So, if assuming this is all the case, right? I take this, set collision to no collision. Well, have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Came over Sunday's video. Thank you. It hopefully will be a good one. Fingers crossed. Either turn off the hit event and overlap everything, or you might need a new preset. Well, I can't overlap everything, right? Because again, we have the same problem. Or a new preset for world static objects that shouldn't block. Oh, a new pro. Ooh. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Why don't you make a custom response? Night gag nuts. What a typo. What a typo, CC. One letter, I get it. But what a typo. Entirely different meaning. No, you saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Also, good to know that on YouTube, you can actually delete your own messages. I didn't know about that, so learn something. Yeah, you can't do that on Twitch. Once you sent it, or maybe you can. I've never tried, to be fair. So maybe you can. Yeah, why don't we do a custom object response? Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's an object channel. This is a spectral wall. Overlap. Wait, how would this work? One default is ignore. And then we make a new custom preset. Yeah. Set to ignore by default. Preset. I can't duplicate this, right? Get new. In physics, this is spectral wall. Object type spectral wall. Overlap projectiles. Block everything else as normal. Ability I'm not even using anymore, I'm pretty sure. No, this should ignore that. Yeah, okay. Spectral arrows go through this. Okay. Let's close that. So for this, right, we would change this from block all to spectral wall. Here, still world static block, spectral wall overlap. Okay, once again, I'm moving this back to the other one. God darn it. It's fine. I accidentally press Control C, and so that overwrote that. Paste. New. Okay, true goes here. False. Oh, doesn't matter. Print string. Okay, right. So this works. Oh. It's not this that I need to change. Sorry. This is yeah, object type special wall. It was triggering this, the overlap. So if this is not, so is it going here? True. False. True. False. That was the solution. That was the solution that we needed. Thank you for that. I always forget about the being able to just make my own custom response types. I always forget about them. Oh. And if we don't have that power up, it just stops. Hallelujah. Okay. This one was a bigger pain in the butt than I wanted. Oh, thank you, Zizi. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was it. You just needed to do a custom response type. And everything else works, and yeah, this only matters for piercing shots. Because when it's a spectral shot, it doesn't even go that way. It just goes through it, ignoring everything. Awesome. Okay, so that means let's just quickly, just so I don't forget, let's go through our levels and just enable that. You safe. So basically, all of this would be a spectral wall. Let me just double check something. I'm gonna need to turn this off. This was still on. Okay, so we still need to turn on generate overlap events for these things. Fine, but it's only these things. Okay. I'm okay with that. I still need to turn it on, but just for these guys. Oops. I have a lot of things that I'm turning it on for, because I'm turning it on for all of these walls. Right? Turning on for a lot of things. But at least now I know. It's generate spectral wall. This one, these are generate and hidden wall. Whatever. We can get this working. That's all that matters. I don't even think I need to worry about these because I should never be able to hit these guys because I shoot over them. So I'm not even gonna bother with these actually. So overlap, special wall. Yeah, but stuff like this column. Right, that's like the main things, and these things I want to make sure we can shoot through, because that's going to be the big one. Because you can shoot enemies through it, and we'll actually test this just one more time. So, show wall, generate overlap events. Okay, that is not the projectile weapon. That is not the projectile weapon. The projectile. Oh, come on! 3 times in a row?
Ads are here.
Oh.
Pausing for ads.
Okay. There it is. Okay. Ads are going. So we'll wait, but I can just, so I don't forget, I'll just pick up spectral shots. And why not? Piercing shots. And when ads are done, we can go ahead and test to make sure that it's all working. It seems like it is. Eventually it will I will remember about the custom trace channels and object channels and then continue to use them, you know, properly. And to get through my thick skull. They exist and remember that they exist. Because I've used them. Oh, and forgot I do have some sparkling ice still. I'll have some Nuix de Coco et Ananas. Or coconut pineapple. Because I'm in Canada, there's both French and English. Depending where you are. Apparently, that's a thing in Canada where every single name has to be translatable to French. So, like, KFC is not KFC here. But that doesn't make sense to me. At all. Because the purpose of language is if there's a word you don't know, you make a word for it. That's how language evolves. They didn't know what a kangaroo was when they went to Australia, but then it became a kangaroo. So what's the problem with the French? I don't know why they don't want to make new words for things they don't have words for, but I guess that is how it is. You can also make all the static mesh actors base parent to your spectral static mesh. So you just have to update the event thing all the time. Make the static mesh actors base parent. Took French for 7 years, but you remember way too little to clearly speak it. Hey, 7 years is a lot. That's a lot of time. Yeah, I never took any French. That was not my language. Yeah, it goes through. And this does not. Yay, it works. I can shoot through everything. This is awesome, actually. That's awesome. Okay. Game's looking sick. Oh, thank you. The more power-ups we get and the more effects, the more it's going to look better and better. With just a matter of time. Well, I don't know about that. I could screw it up, you know, royally. So it's not really just a matter of time. It's also a matter of execution and many other things. But when you say change the static mesh parent, I don't think you can change the parent of a static mesh. Unless they put it in a blueprint. But I don't want to put these in a blueprint. Not all of them? Looks like it. Yeah, and this is all still with blockouts. Once there's like actual like environments here is gonna be, you know, visually a lot more interesting. Gameplay wise won't change anything. But yeah, visually it'll be a lot more interesting. All of them. Okay. A couple more rooms. How many rooms do we have now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 variations, not including the spawn and boss room. That's okay. We obviously still need a lot more. I don't know how many I'd want to have. But definitely a lot more than 10. I'm probably like... My goal would probably be like 20, 30. Room variations. You gotta go. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for the help. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy yourself. Let's go. Overlap. Sure wall and oh yeah, the spawn room also has stuff. In case you ever go back to the spawn room, I should also do that one. This is all we have here. Sure wall. Boss room has quite a few. Not as many as I thought because I removed them. A lot of them. That's right. This boss room needs a lot of love, but that's fine. Okay, and spawn room. Bam and bam. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, okay. Testing. So now we have our spectral walls. Yay! Spectral walls work. That's awesome. Okay. Let's mark it off. Spectral shots. Done. I have no idea how I'm gonna do ricochet. Oh, I don't know how to... I can do homing. Homing won't stack with piercing, though. Or it would. Okay, let's try homing and see what we get. The one I'm not sure how the hell to do is ricochet. That one I need to like really figure out. But Homing theoretically we can do. So oh, hold on. How do we want to do homing? Because, well, I guess if it's homing, oh, hold on. Let me open up Paint for a moment. Also, that. So if we have our character, right? And right now, if an enemy is here, it'll just shoot straight. And then it'll probably hit him. And it checks if, right now, it checks if there's an enemy within like a certain radius. And if it does, it slightly angles one way or the other. And the arc ones the enemy use also have this sort of adjust trajectory. But what if the enemy is here and you shoot this way? Right, so what am I... Should it then find this person? Like in a radius around them? Maybe it shoots out. And then... after like 0.2 seconds, it just does like a sweep around and just finds an enemy and then homes on them. I mean, we can try that. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Homing. Magnified acceleration towards the homing target. So, just to confirm that nothing has changed yet, just because I've enabled it. Everything should still work the same. Okay. So, let's do... let's take this. Set homing target. Or set homing... component? No. Set the value of the variable homing target component. I think this... I think it is this. I'm gonna get actor of class. Of this guy. Get root component. Oh. See? Let's just see how this works. Okay, we need far more let's do like 5,000. That's 5,000 is pretty good. Maybe a little more. 7,500. Uh, 7,500 seems a little intense. 6,000. Okay, so but what happens when I have spectral shots? Sorry, piercing shots. It potentially can hit him twice. Is that what we're saying? Piercing. We need to be closer range here. Yeah, it can. That's fine. Because I think that's fine. I want them to work together. I just don't want them to be, like, insane. Yeah, see, that hit multiple times. And once going through... When it hits it, it should turn off its piercing. Or turn off, sorry, its homing. So... on completed. I just turn this off. Give me the big guy. Yes. Yeah, I like that more. Yeah, so now the piercing actually still continues to pierce. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. The other thing, so we just need to... just take this. I can take all of you, scooch it over. So this, right, we don't want to do this. Instead, we want to do a sphere chase. Or very wide. Very long, wide sphere trace. Not long wide, but based on the projectile. I was thinking either a sphere around, but then it could get people behind me. I probably don't want that. So, okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. But, yeah, I think we go with the sphere trace forward. And then we get the homing target that way. Yep, be right back. I'm back. Yeah, I want to possibly wait till the next ad break, but I was like, no, it's gonna be a little while. So on begin play, it's going to do a. Well, first it's gonna check if I have the tag and the ability, because none of this should happen if I don't. So let's make the ability first. Add, and this is homing shots. Oh. Projectiles home in on enemies. Homing shot. Am I making these singular? Piercing shots, spectral shots, plural. Homing shots. Which makes sense. Homing shots. Homing shots. Okay. Homing shots, homing shots. There you are. Bam. Okay. So, if as long as we have the ability now, we can set this up. You. So, we can go ahead and just do this. And then we check if have homing shots. Plugging in the wrong thing. Okay, so if we have homing shots, let's do a sphere trace by channel character. We're gonna ignore ourselves, the person that obviously spawned them. So make array, and we can just grab our owning actor reference. Let's do like a 200 rate. It's gonna be pretty wide. Hey, Ray's Laws Jenny. Welcome. Ray's Laws? Yeah. Ray's Laws Jenny. I think that's how it is. I'm doing well. How are you doing? How's your day? Happy Friday. Get actor location. I can probably just take... That's based on the hits I'm taking here out. Get actor forward vector. Multiply. Add. I stream every weekday. Saturdays I'm off because I am making I typically record and edit the YouTube video on Saturdays. And Sundays I've been streaming, but it's always up in the air. But I haven't missed a Sunday in a while. I think I missed one like a few weeks ago, but I'd say like 80% of the time Sunday as well. At least something happens or comes up. This needs to be speed times distance, not speed times lifetime. Basically, how far can it possibly travel? What is my aim or target on the Switch? Just to chat with people about game dev stuff. Meet people. Say hi. It's more fun to work on my game while I'm streaming. I'm also streaming on YouTube at the same time. It just keeps me motivated. Get to meet people. Say hi. Learn something. Hopefully teach something. Yeah. Pretty much it. No big like secret thing here. That's pretty much it. Oh, this is if this is oops. Only if this hits. This should work now. We just need to, let's do a debug and let's see how big this is. So it's not going to do a debug because I don't have it. So if I give myself how many shots now? It's pretty good. I think that is it's a pretty good range, pretty good width. So it can go plus or minus there. I think we want it even wider, honestly. I think we could go even wider. 300. Yeah, that seems better. Hello. Hello again. Let's give us greater. So now we have lots of projectiles. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. Oh yeah. So now with greater projectiles and homing, this is gonna be so just we can go actually greater and multi. And homing shots. Oh, that is that is great. That is great. Spectral. Yeah. How long was streaming? Right now, this time around, for like a month and a half-ish, maybe 2 months-ish. I used to stream before as well, like a few years ago, but completely different stuff. Yeah. Okay, homing is done. That was actually not nearly as troublesome as I thought, and I'm glad I decided to stop the homing afterwards. Actually, let's actually see that real quick. Oh, this guy has more health. So if I give myself the greater multi-projectile, even multi-projectile, and then homing shots and piercing shots. Just continues. Because of course it does, because it's piercing now. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Homing done. Okay. So, Ricochet is going to be it. I'm going to figure out Ricochet. Ricochet is not going to be as easy. Ricochet also couldn't work with spectral. Right, because you can either go through something or you can ricochet off something. Yeah, so I'll probably need to figure out a way of making it so whichever one you get second is the effect you have. So it overwrites the other one. Because obviously you can't ricochet and pierce. Yeah, just an impossibility. Okay, but that is done. A few things we can still do. Let's set up glass cannon. Yeah, let's set up glass cannon. That should be a relatively simple one to set up.
Ads are here.
Oh, ads.
Pausing for ads.
Okay, let's wait for ads, and then we'll set up glass cannon as the next ability. In the meantime, I'll just make my icon. Glass cannon. Glass cannon. Go. All is looking good. 8 more power-ups. How many do we have now? 29. 29 so far. Still, you know, we're over a quarter of the way through, sort of. And I say sort of because I think these are going to be like weapon-specific ones. And I'll probably want to have where with the weapon, like I'm not going to count these and these and these towards the total. I'll count like only these and these towards the total. So it'll take me over 100 is the goal. Yep. And I think I might do like you choose your weapon at the beginning, so like Hades does in a lot of games. Have it. It's like choosing your character, choosing your weapon, you're starting. Instead of being random, or you can just have like a random one is also an option. And then you'll have either these extra power-ups or these extra power-ups or these extra power-ups. Obviously, I'd want to have them all be the same amount. But that might be difficult, depending. Okay, ads are done. Let's go ahead and add our new power-up here. Glass cannon. Deal 100% more damage, but take 100% more damage. I'm specifically using the word more. It's going to be a multiplier. Path of Exile style. Passive. Last cannon. And let's add a tag. Bam. Also, I know I've been adding these all under player dot ability, but we should be all of this stuff should be character dot ability. At some point, I'll need to swap them all, and the reason is I'll want potentially some of these guys to be on the enemy as well. So it doesn't make sense for it to be under player. It should be under character. Otherwise, they get the player tag as well, and obviously I wouldn't want that. Okay. Because maybe elite spawn with like a random one of these abilities as well. I think that would be really cool. Okay, so we have that. Let's go to our damage calculations. So, okay. So here. The more damage. I don't need this here. I just need this. I'm changing this to all be a multiplier. So remove that. And also, let's do a select float instead. True, false. Okay, so this is the elite one. Okay. Then the multiplier from here, we need to check on the more damage. So don't need the more damage variable. Here. We're not doing this. More damage. Don't need all of this. This goes here. So if it's false, we do this. And if it's true, we just multiply by 1.1. 10% additional damage. Looks good. Okay, the elites also get more damage, 50% more damage in general. And now we need to do glass cannon. Let's do this. Which will double the damage if I have it, and if I don't, then it won't. This goes here. Okay. I should change this. Yeah, I should change this so we can do the same thing I did on here. So just going to get all of these, break them, and then here we need to go damage boost. This one is elite. It's cannon. And now I do need that more damage. Now I do need that more damage variable. Do I? No, I don't think so. So here it's going to go onto this. What I need is the total damage. And I only need it as a local variable. Float. So here at the beginning, we could just honestly end here. Original damage we don't need. To calculate additional damage here, just take this. After this, just set to damage. So we calculated the additional damage as our total now. And so after that, for these, we just go ahead and take our total damage, multiplied by damage boost of 1.1. And then set our total damage. I don't want to take this every single time, so what I'm going to do is upset to a function. Total oops. More damage. Add more damage. Oh, total damage is okay. Well, now I need to make it a not a. Total damage. Guess I don't have to have it as an input every single time. Remove you, plug you in. Okay, this is percent more damage, and whatever it is +1. No, sorry. Whatever it is divide by 100. Then +1. And then we reset the total damage. Yep. So now I can just do this. Damage boost here is 10%. Elite is 50%. And glass cannons 100%. And then the output is the total damage. It's complete. So I no longer need this. Okay. And this is now the more/combined damage output. Wonderful. Okay, so this is all great for the damage being dealt. So if I have this tag, like if the damage dealer has glass cannon, they will do more damage. Great. We also need to do it if they have, because both parties can have glass cannon. If one has glass cannon, the other one has glass cannon, it should multiply it again. Because obviously you're doing double damage and they're taking double damage, so you'll do 4x effectively. So in our character, this modify health. Here we have the total damage here. This damage calculations we need to modify. So yeah, that's all fine. Because they're all math multiplication, the order which doesn't matter. So I can do this. Here. So get text. This is on the person that got hit. Hashtag. Do they have glass cannon? Okay. Okay, so here select based on this. So whatever it is, multiply by 2. If he does have it, if it doesn't, as normal. Back. You. Okay. So now we should take double damage and deal take and deal double damage. So let's test that. Let's plug in my little print string for damage testing. So I took 10. Oh, it's the bolt, which is just way too much damage. Give me the melee weapon. Melee. So I do 25. He does 10. I give myself glass cannon. I do 50. He does 20. Perfect. Easy peasy. We got glass cannon done. Awesome. And we did 4 today. That is pretty good. So we got piercing shots, spectral shots, got a lot of stuff. Out of curiosity, I just want to test this. If I got the boss, the spider, that has 1,000 health, I gave myself projectiles, and then I'll just give myself greater projectiles, and homing, and glass cannon. Ooh, you go through that wall, I think. That was very easy. That was very easy. How much experience did you drop? $1,000. Oh, I was technically level 0 because I didn't level up to get to those power-ups. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that was very powerful. But why? Hold on. Oh, no, he's a boss too. Oh, geez. Okay, even better. So... greater multi. Glass cannon, homing. It rains. Jump. Airblade. Obviously, glass cannon can't have multiple times, but now that's fun. Oh, I like that. That is fun. Yeah. I am happy with that. Also, I didn't mean for bosses to be elite. But to have an elite boss, I don't mind. Binding of Isaac has that. They typically also do different abilities, but that's what I want to do eventually, is have the elites have like other like abilities or AI that work behaves a little differently. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. Also, I realized this. And teleport to safety. Why is this doing damage? Oh, right. This does damage to... yeah, this can kill them. Yeah, this is correct. This is for the spider. When the spider teleports to safety, because it fell in the hole, it still takes damage from that. It's 100 damage. 10% of its life. I'm going to use to increase healths and everything. Everything's going to need rebalancing. But... in the meantime, glass cannon done. Sweet. Let's see. We could do 360 shield. Let's do 360 shield. That shouldn't be too difficult. So let's add another one. I'll call it dome shield. It's like you put a dome over yourself. It's not just in the front of you, it's just all around you. Block attacks from all directions. Dome shield. Passive. Let's make the. Dome shield. Where is it? Dome shield. Add tag. There we go. Okay. So this should be relatively simple. If I come here, I think it's under my damage calculation. Just looking at. Is it here? Oh, calculated block successful. That's right. That's right. I put it into its own thing. So we just need to have get gameplay text. Hashtag. Dome shield. If it doesn't, he'll do all of this. And if he does... Hold on. Ah, action, if action is block as well. That would be bad. Just want to make sure that you have both of these. What I can do is yeah, it's fine. I was gonna say we can do it another way, but it's just 2, so it's not a big deal. As long as we're blocking and we have the dome shield. True, blocked. So let's test it. So right now, let's test it on not boss. On not the boss. Sure. Get our trusty skeleton out. So there you go. Yeah. So I can block from whatever side he attacks from. Right. Took no damage. I should also make it so I don't spill blood. If I'm blocking the wrong way, I still take damage. So now, if I give myself Dome Shield, and I block in the wrong direction, I blocked. 360 degrees. Yeah, as long... Yep. And I still take damage if... Yeah, I don't. Yeah, looks good. Where is my effect? This blood effect should not happen here. Yeah, this should not happen here. This should only happen if we take damage. So it should happen here. Okay, so I'm modifying health somehow. Scooch all this over. Oh no. Just do this here. It's fine. I'll reorganize this a little bit later. I could do. Instead of this, oh god, undo is just gonna move it a little bit at a time. I'm gonna move this entire thing. Right.
Ads are here. Pausing for
Oh, is it that time again? Well, I'll connect this and then we'll test it out. After the ads, this goes here. And then here. Scooch this over. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. Let's wait for ads, and then we can see if we should no longer bleed when we're blocking. Basically, whenever we don't take damage, we should no longer bleed. So, right, because if we blocked, it goes up over it into. This is the wrong one. It goes through here and under here, and then it bypasses. It shouldn't bypass the damage sound. But I should have a different sound. Should have a different sound there. So for now, what I'll do is put the same sound in. Blocking sound. Nothing has changed. But if I end up blocking, then I put in a different one. Okay. Ads are done, so let's go ahead and test this. So now if I block, okay. Yeah, no blood. Blood. Fantastic. That. Which makes sense because I didn't take any damage. I shouldn't be bleeding if I didn't take any damage. And the dome shield is working. We can block from all sides. Yeah, obviously I'd want like an effect here. Like a visual effect. But, you know, for now it's fine. For now it is fine. I also need to tweak. Let's make a few notes for myself. To do other, which integrations there? Added that today. The outline spilling into translucent areas. We need to make it so it doesn't do that. Basically, if I get him to be big, you can see that his sword there is bluish. And I don't believe it should be. At least mine definitely, you can see mine. It has a bluish tint. That's from the outline effect. Which happens during the, which I've enabled for phase shift. It gives me the outline, but it also is affecting other things. So I need to not affect other things because it's messing with the opacity basically. Okay. That should be like a material tweak. So, what time is it? It's already late. Could I do that actually real quick? I have it here. So, right here, I take the alpha and lerp it here. So what I need to do is well, this is for the outline color. Oh no, this is like this ceiling. That's hold on, is it that'll work? No more blue. Hey, that works. That's it. That's all it was. Just, yeah. That's awesome. That's it. That's so now I just want him to be red. Give me an elite version. 25% chance. There it is. Yeah, so that's probably then that is just the blade is just very blue, which makes sense. Okay, awesome. Well, simple fix. Done and dusted. I'm not even gonna bother marking that as done. That was not even a task. That was not even done, but the 360 shield we're just going to rename here as Dome Shield. We can mark as done. Wonderful. Let's see what we have here out of curiosity. What can we still do? We could probably do dimensional shield to really pull enemies to another dimension while entering a room. So they're out of commission for like the first few seconds potentially. I should have an effect for that I can use. So we could probably do that. I don't think I'm gonna do the decoy thing. I was thinking about it, like have like a taunt. I'll leave it here. But I'm kind of like I don't know about that one. Mostly because it's gonna be such a pain to set up and like have it work properly. Just doesn't. I'm scrapping it. Not because it's just a pain to set up, but I feel like it's such a. I want it to be more fast paced that I don't want to like. For you to need to like taunt enemies away, because I already have other ways like gravity effect and stuff to force positions onto enemies. I have like gravity to pull enemies forward. I have shockwaves push enemies back. I kind of want to do probably explosive attacks as well. We can do that with projectiles for sure, but projectiles are already AoE attacks. Yes and no. This would make them multi-hit, which they already are. I'll need to think about this one. Because aside from the effect, we need to figure out how we're going to do that. I need to check if we also have some effects for auras. If we do, we can start putting auras in. Because we now have the one effect, right? We have the spinning, the orbiting orbs, which is great. Okay, so this is good. But we need like yeah, we need like an actual like visual swirling tornado type effect or something. And I'm also going to need to figure out a way of showing multiple of them, right? Because if I was to, right, if I had like the character in the middle, and let's say I had an effect around him doing damage here. If I had another effect that has the same radius, well, we need to be able to tell that you have two effects. How does Path of Exile do the auras, actually? I don't remember. Auras. Because they had a really good way of doing it. Yeah, when you have one, you just see it. When you, oh yeah, see, they take up a different radius. Yeah, one is like in here, one is out here, one is out here, one is out here, one is out here. So they have different radiuses. Okay. That makes sense. Like, right, because yeah, they all have slightly different radius, I believe. I haven't played Path of Exile in so long. Especially like a build that uses a lot of ores. Obviously, I'm not talking about like the special effect ones. Right, those are, it's their own thing. But okay, we'll just set up auras then to have, right, it'll be a color. I need to see if I have an effect like this. And honestly, it could be a flipbook, technically. I see an animation of something like this. Oh, actually, not even an animation. Well, it would be nice to have an animation. But I could just have, like, a drawing of something. And then just spin it myself. I could probably make that. I mean, I definitely can make that. So maybe I'll just make that and then we'll do that. But tomorrow is Saturday, which means I'm going to be recording the video for Sunday and editing and all that. So no stream tomorrow, but most likely I'll be back on Sunday as usual. And we will continue more of this. Yeah, it's really getting there. I am super glad we have so many abilities now. 29 or no, we reached 30. 31 abilities. We did 5 today. That's real good. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.